This weekend was the 2014 NBA All-Star Game and Skills Competition. It was another example of why no one should waste their time watching any of the three major sports leagues' All-Star festivities. On Saturday night, the NBA held its three-point and slam dunk contests. I tuned in because the weather was bad and nothing else was on television. The three-point contest was the first event I watched. This year it was split up between the Eastern and Western conferences. This year's event had some big names in it, like Kyrie Irving from Cleveland, Joe Johnson from Brooklyn, and Bradley Beal from Washington, representing the East. Representing the West was Marco Bellinelli from San Antonio, Stephen Curry from Golden State, Damian Lillard from Portland, and Kevin Love from Minnesota. The contest itself started out slow for the East, with a lot of low scores, but it picked up with Bradley Beal scoring the highest for the East and representing them in the finals. On the Western Conference side, the scores were better from top to bottom, with Marco Bellinelli representing the West in the finals. Overall, I would say that the three-point contest was enjoyable. Marco Bellinelli from the Spurs ended up winning the contest. The last event of the night was the slam dunk contest, and it was a complete disappointment. For the last couple of years, the slam dunk contest has been awful. Participants have so many chances to attempt dunks, it's actually funny. A few players took almost 7 tries before they eventually landed the dunk they were trying to perfect. The dunk contest was boring and almost hard to watch. The only bright spot of the contest was John Wall's contest-winning dunk, which was pretty good and entertaining. But most of the other parts of the contest were not very interesting. I remember being a kid and looking forward all year to the NBA All-Star Weekend so I could watch the slam dunk contest. Now it seems like it gets worse and worse each year, and not many big-name stars even participate in it anymore. Instead of continuing to put on a poor show each year, the NBA should either try fixing the problems with the slam dunk contest, as well as try to get some bigger-name stars in the league to participate in it. If the NBA should decide to cancel the contest for some time instead of airing a lackluster event, it would be much better for the league. The actual NBA All-Star Game itself was played Sunday night. This year, there was little to no defense played at all during the game. The final score was 163 to 155, with the Eastern Conference winning. I enjoy watching the dunks and the scoring, but those things become less exciting to watch if no one on the other team is trying to stop anybody from doing it. All night, players would let opponents blow right by them and go to the basket, and very rarely would anybody attempt to block the shot at the basket. I can't remember seeing a score of 163 to 155 during a regular season game or an NBA playoff game. The answer to that is, why I've never seen that is because the players eventually try to play some type of defense, and that's what really makes the games more exciting. I've heard people talk about adding incentives to the game like Major League Baseball did a few years ago after the All-Star Game ended. In the MLB, the winner gets home field advantage of the World Series. I don't think the NBA, however, should do anything like that because it takes away from the importance of the regular season.